Hello, it's me. Hi. Hi, everybody. It's good to be back. Please don't be upset with me. My phone was tripping so bad a couple of nights ago when I was supposed to come on. Plus, I've been so exhausted working on several projects at one time and having to get... Hello, Samuel Stanford. Having to get the music and learn the music for my father's show in July. I don't have a lot of time. I only have 1 month. Hi, camera. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Michelle. Hello. Thank you for being patient with me. Hi, Tanya. Hi, beautiful Ricky. Hi, Sean. Hi, Mr. Oshun. It's always a pleasure to have your energy in the building. Hello, Edward. Hello, Samuel. You all, oh, I love the hearts. I love them. I need them every day and every night. Hi, Edward. Hi, Taurus. Please, everyone, click like on my video. Please share my video. Hello, beautiful big brother Robert. Hi, Tanya. Share the video. I love it when you share the video. Hello, Gloria. I love it when you tell everybody. Oh, I love that, Lady A. Thank you. Hi, hello, beautiful Viola. Oh, so many hearts. Thank you. I'm running late. I had to talk to my grandmother. The grandmother I told you about that trains me. I told her about my Joe Jackson reading and the Catherine Jackson reading and the Michael Jackson from a couple of weeks ago. And she goes, my friend just called me and told me she heard something about Joe Jackson being sick with cancer. And I said, yes, Mom. I said that I did that reading. I didn't go into all of the details because I was trying to be respectful. I said, Mom, Michael kept asking me to do it, and I thought people would get mad at me. Hi, Raquel. Hi, Sonia. I said, so I didn't go too far. I said, and this man came on there and called me a liar, basically. He said I was a liar, and I didn't know what I was talking about because he's friends with him. He had just talked to him the night before. As a matter of fact, this is, I think, Friday. He did it again yesterday. He said, I didn't know what I was talking about. And he talked to the bodyguard yesterday and said that Joe is fine, and basically I'm a liar, and I told my grandmother, I said, I love my fans, Mama, and my supporters because they told me when I did the reading the first time, I think it's in the Janet Jackson, hi Darren, it's the Janet Jackson / Ebola reading when I mentioned that Joe Jackson was sick the first time. And I said, and Mama, people that were in the chat told me, I said, because he said it in front of everybody, and I read what he said in front of everybody. I said, I'm not going to argue. It would look kind of stupid for me to argue about someone that I don't know. I just knew what Michael Jackson said to me. I knew what his ancestors and my spirits had said to me. That's all I knew. So basically, that's not proof of anything because I don't know these people. I'm not inside of the house. I can't call them. So if someone tells me you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, I'm not going to argue and say, yes, I do, because I don't know them. Especially, I'm not going to argue with someone that says you do know them. You know for a fact that I'm lying. I'm going to, since they said it in front of everybody on Facebook Live, I allowed them to say it. I didn't erase it. It's still there if you go look at the Janet Jackson Ebola reading. Hi, Corey. Thank you so much. I then repeated it for you all where he said, that's not true. I just talked to Joe. Joe is fine. But see, you all made me stand by it because I just, I backed down. I didn't say, oh, I made a mistake. I'm sorry. I said, I just started checking myself. And I was like, no, he is sick. No, he is sick. I'm going to stand by what I said. I love the hearts. Thank you. I'm going to be, hi, Monica. Hi, I love you too, Goddess. I'm going to be willing to be wrong in front of everybody. Even though I am sensing this and I'm saying I'm a medical intuitive and you all didn't know and I'm introducing it. I just know that it's not smart. And my grandmama said, baby, you did right. And she said, you're right. I did take you to read people. I took you to hospice where people are dying. I took you to funerals. Hi, Latika. Hi, God, baby. Hello, beautiful Rob Carter. Hi, baby. So and the people that were supporting me in the chat. Hi, Rakita. Please forgive me if I said that wrong. Rakita. Hi, beautiful, handsome Johnny Watson. My grandmother said you did the right thing. And then the supporters were saying, yeah, that's right. Y'all were saying you better not take back what the fuck you said. If that's what you felt, if that's what the spirits gave you, you stick by it. And then a couple of nights ago, I was on YouTube. I guess it was about 2 o'clock in the morning. I am watching, I'm going to briefly get into a couple of people that came to me and that I saw. The young man that's 20 years old, the rapper XXX Tentacion. A very incredible, beautiful, handsome looking man. Thank you, DeAndre. Still looking the same. I am surely working on not aging, not looking like an old raggedy bitch. You see what I'm saying? I am working on it. So thank you so much. It's okay. I don't mind. You can't control time. You can't stop your birthdays from coming. So I've accepted that. But as long as I don't look like a wore-out old bitch, you know what I'm saying, I can deal with it. It's okay. And you all think I'm acceptable. Yes, please speak about it. Okay, what would you like for me to speak about, Gloria? Yeah, Tentacion, XXX Tentacion. Hello, Goddess Geraldine, Aunt Sissy. Oh, thank you, handsome Rob. You all are in entertainment, so you're around gorgeous women all the time. So if you all think that I'm attractive, that means a lot to me because you all see some of the most beautiful women in the world. So thank you very much. Hi Michael Dixon. Hi, Geraldine. Yeah, XXX Tentacion. Very talented. I never heard of him. It was 2 rappers that got shot on the same day. And that other boy, that's a hot boy. I liked him a lot. It was another rapper that got shot and died the same day. Johnny. I gotta forget his last name, but I really enjoyed him. His first name is Johnny. He's a young man too. A hot young rapper, and he got shot and killed. This was like 3 days ago. But XXX Tentacion was very hot. I didn't know. Hi, Kevin O'Neill. He had thank you, Rob. Thank you, Johnny. He had a record deal. Was so successful. Hundreds of thousands of people did I'm getting chills. Did a memorial service. They were all out in the streets of LA. Y'all can see this on the news. And they were jumping on top of cars, jumping off of buildings onto people. Now that's where it got kind of dangerous because these were people that didn't want him jumping on them. They were strangers. Greetings, Kevin. And people were hurt because they were just randomly jumping on people. I'm sure there's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of pain because he's not here. But it was a riot because so many people love him. And that was beautiful to see, but I'm also very sad because he was only 20 years old, and it was showing the conflict he had with Drake, Hi K, where Drake had taken or sampled some of this young man's songs, and really, I don't think it's far-fetched because when I listen to XXX Tentacion's songs, and then I listen to samples of Drake, they sound just like that young man's songs, and that's why the young man was upset and then said that he would fuck Drake's mama. They was going back and forth. I think this was last year on Twitter, but X did apologize to Drake. And now people are going with the wild rumors and said that Drake had the boy hit because the boy kept saying he felt like he was going to be a sacrifice. And I didn't do the full reading on that yet, but I just wanted to mention a couple of people that I'm probably going to delve into that did come to me. Prince, the purple one, came to me like a day or so after his birthday. I couldn't really get into it because, I think Prince, my daddy and Prince day of birthday is like 2 days apart. So I'm dealing with 2 Geminis. So I'm focusing on my daddy and working on something for him. I feel so bad because I've been so tied up with the readings. I didn't get to do his song on his birthdays, but I'm gonna make it up to him soon. And I think Prince is June 7th and my daddy is June 9th. I was so tired maybe a day or two after Prince's birthday, well, a couple weeks ago, almost 2 weeks ago. I'm sitting here at this table and I'm resting. And Michael Jackson was here because I was in the middle of finishing up for Michael. And I think I had already done the first part of Catherine Jackson. I did the first part that was Janet Jackson, the / Ebola reading. And then I think I had just done for him the Catherine Jackson, Janet Jackson, And I was so tired because they are so heavy on me. And I thought this would be really fun and easy to do because I see so many people do celebrity readings, and I watch the celebrity readings, and they're just so full of life, and they jump, just constantly. Every time a new reading, somebody gets killed, something happens. Oh, so Prince died. Okay, it's March, April. Hi, Kit. Did I do Reby? I didn't do Reby, Jackson, if that's what you're asking me. I know Reeby's still alive. I don't know if Reeby's going through anything. I just focused on the main ones Michael kept talking about. I was sitting here resting, and Michael was still here. But what I was going to say was, I thought it was easy to do because all the other psychics, and you look on YouTube, you got all these psychics. That's all they do. They do the tarot readings. They do the celebrity readings. And they do it with such ease. But then when I do it, hi Devin, the energy is, hi Deborah, the energy is so intense for me. And then the other beings come in. I never know who's coming in. Like, I just looked at Joe Jackson again tonight. And last night and all day. I've been in the house all day, and Michael's been in and out of here. And I've been chilling with Michael, listening to Michael songs. That's why you see Michael songs on my Facebook page. And I do want to say one thing before I get into this, that I understand. Hi, Defania, please forgive me. I do not want to fuck up nobody's name, because I get upset when they fucks mine up. I think it's Defania. Please correct me. Tedrick. I understand that a lot of people think that when we say that spirits come to us, we do readings, that we're full of shit and that we're crazy. I'm okay with that. That is fine. But don't come over here. If don't listen, don't watch the show, because I'm not going to change for you. I've been this way all my life. My mother's this way, my grandmother's this way, my great-grandmother's this way. Hi, my beautiful God baby Carrie. This runs through my family. There are a whole bunch of seers, teachers, healers, evangelists, preachers, herbalists. I grew up around this, and in a religion where it gets twisted. And even though I've had a lot of abuse, what you'll learn, like I've learned, when people are very abused and they're traumatized, it also opens up psychic centers you didn't know you had. But I had to go to church. I had to stay in church. I was around a lot of prophets. I saw demon possessions. I saw demon delivering services. Thank you, Carrie. Yeah, I'm not going to change for anyone, but I'm just saying I understand. Defania. That's right, baby. I'm hooked on fun. If you got to break this shit all the way down for me. No offense. So, Defania, I hope I ain't fucking it up, but do it to me like I'm 5. Break this shit up in pieces on my ass. I got it now. I think I got this shit. But, it's not... I respect you not understanding or saying that it's not real. That's fine. Just get the fuck from over here with it. Because you ain't got to listen to me. You ain't got to see me. You ain't got to understand shit I say. But I'm not changing for anyone. I don't like a lot of other things that I see people do or say. But you know what I do? I keep my motherfucking ass moving. You will never see me go to someone's page and they say something that I don't agree with. You won't know how the fuck I feel about it. Why? Because I take my ass on. That's their page. It's not my page. That's their view. If it's not my view, I'm not going to argue with you about your view on your fucking page. That belongs to you. Okay? Now we got to see it. Because I don't really give a fuck about it. Okay? Because I know the ones that are here to support me, you all love me. And just like you said, you better not retract what the fuck just came out your mouth, Alexis, because this man is calling you a liar. And my grandmother just, I needed to talk to her if I did the show. She said, you're right. I agree, and I just heard the same thing. She said, one of my girlfriends called me about Joe Jackson. I said, oh, mama, let me tell you what happened to me about that shit. And she said, child, fuck that. You know, because my grandmother's raw. She's always been like that since I was a little girl. It's silly how friendships end over it. No, it wasn't a friend of mine. I don't know him. I talked to you about that, Carrie, and showed you the man called me a liar. I don't know that man. He said he's friends with my father, or was friends with my father. Well, that tells me you don't think too much of his daughter. You don't think too much of me. Hi, Armand. And that's okay. I'm learning a whole lot. Because let me tell you what Prince said to me. We didn't talk long because Michael was here. And let me tell you something about them. Prince, I was looking down because I was so tired sitting on the floor, like looking down, trying to give me some strength. And I seen some purple pants. And I seen some black boots, like he had some boots on. But they were some badass boots. So I'm yeah, now we know that. So I'm looking, I said, Prince! Prince! And he walked right in front of me. I said, Prince, what? Damn, Prince! You know, I'm tripping. Then I'm like, he said, sharp, had it hair fit, had it curl up here, had it got it cut like round out. He was sharp as hell. And he was real smooth. He said, hi, hello. But he had a purple pole, he had poles to the side. And I said, I was just smiling. I said, wow, you come to see me? Hi, Dr. Angela. Hi, Malum. And he said, yes, I need to talk to you about some things. I want you to read me. Now, I know this is off the chain for me. Do you wear a raspberry beret? I will give me one now. Because Prince was so bad. He came here so smooth and he was turned to the side. He said, I need to talk to you. Will you read me? I need to talk to you about some things. And I said, wow, I'm so honored because these people of high stature just come and ask me to read them. The goddamn demon gods and the fucking reptile gods and shit come from the underworld talking about, look, I need to talk to you. Will you let me be on a Facebook Live? I never thought no shit like this would fucking happen to me, man. We said, well, you did that reading on his birthday. I didn't realize, Tyrus, it was his birthday until y'all started telling, you know, I'm telling you something, y'all messy as hell. You some messy, dirty motherfuckers. You slick, though, with it. Y'all hit me on my goddamn DM. You thought about doing Prince, you know it's his birthday. You thought about doing, See, y'all messy. You messy as fuck. Y'all like to keep shit going. Hi, Dominique. And they come, hi, Danielle. And so but he came in here himself. And I said, damn, they just don't just wear no assless pants. Because I will not wear assless pants. Well, not today, but he stands there. And let me tell you what Prince says. Because he was respectful. When I told him I couldn't because Michael was here. And Michael is my baby. Because one thing Michael always did, he always loved my father. So when Michael, and he was always shout out my father, so I said, Prince, I love you too, but you know Mike got it. So I got and then Michael, they looked at each other, and then I cut my eye back at Mike. I said, is it going to be a problem? Mike just fell back. He was like, no. And then I was like, Prince, is this going to be a problem? And then Prince was like, no, but okay, I'll come back another time. But let me say this. And I said, yes, Prince. He said, I need to talk to you about some things because I am upset with this particular deal. And this is not going the way that I wanted this deal to go with my talk with Jay-Z. And I said, what? Well, there's several things. I said, well, you're right. I'm not giving you a lot of time to get into it. He said, we go too far into this now. But I looked at him. I said, He said, we talked before I left my body. And there were some things that he agreed on. That it was what, hi, Goddess Tracy Neb. I was wondering where you were. I was shouting you out. Thank you for sharing my show the other night. And he said there were some things we agreed on, and I liked the initial agreement. He said, now that I'm not in my body, I see some things that have changed. Prince knew that before he got famous, he was a J. Yes, now please don't misunderstand. I did not say they were fighting in here. No, they have a lot of respect for each other. They was cool because I had heard little shit about them. But hey, Kiki Bless, and I heard Quincy Jones tell a story when he was over there talking about Richard Pryor and Marlon Brando fucking or some shit. So he said that Michael and Prince had some kind of beef at one point, or competition. But when they were here together, they did not fight each other. They respected each other. I saw that right here. Okay, so no, I'm fine, gorgeous. Just these spirits been fucking with me all night. Now they did let me get a little bit of sleep. They didn't fuck with me in my damn sleep. I said, can I get a little rest? But I don't want you to leave. Just let me get rest. And if you want me to tell them this. So Michael been in here all day. So I'm okay, baby. I'm really not. I don't feel bad. I'm just really, this is amazing to me. I consider, even though it's overwhelming and it's things I don't want to see, some things I don't want to know, I still feel very honored that I'm one of the people, just like you, Tracy, that are blessed to be born this way and have these experiences. And so I'm looking and I said, Prince, you're not happy? He said, no, this is what I see going on now, that I'm sitting back watching it. He be down here, Michael be down here. Michael is really heavy down here now around his daddy and around his mama, and Michael been talking to his daddy. So if they hear Joe Jackson talking and they think he's talking to someone that's not there, he is talking to someone that is there. Just they might not see what Joe sees or hear what Joe hears, but Michael is dead up in the earth realm right now. Now, I don't know if you all know it, because it's funny when we're looking at the timing of this shit, the way it going down. We are in the summer solstice. I think the summer solstice just came in a couple of days ago, right when XXX Tentacion got shot as we coming in to the summer solstice. And you, baby, I done picked up Princess Diana too. I wanted to read her ass, but I don't want to get fucked up under no damn bridge. You feel me? Because, see, let me tell you something. I don't know, Tracy, you might not feel like me. Maybe I'm just a paranoid motherfucker. I try not to be too goddamn paranoid because of all the fucked up shit I done went through. But every time I look at a star or somebody, yes, I love Princess Di. The other entities that are associated with the star, people around them, start coming to me, and a lot of them happen to be demonic. Now, I will say this one thing about that wedding with excuse me, what her name, Megan, and the baby boy, Diana's baby boy. I seen. Okay, I'm going to say it and then I'm going to leave it back up off of it. A big lizard demon. It was a lizard, a reptile demon, like from a big serpent. And it really scared me. And when I see Diana and she tried to talk to me, I raise up off of her because I see the same thing on her. She didn't call it. I'm not saying I don't see Diana herself as, yes, Megan. I seen it. Hey, Vanessa. I don't see that Diana, yes, is Harry. Megan and Harry, I seen it. And I do not see that Diana is demonic. I don't see that she's satanic. I do not see that she, yes, Sanchez. See, y'all pick up on shit more than I damn think. I'm glad I got all you sneaky, messy, psychic motherfuckers over here in the damn building. See, that way I can put it on y'all ass. Because y'all filling in the blank to shit that I want to say. Hey, Angel. Hey, Vanessa. She didn't, but it was put on Diana. She was killed. And that's why I don't really get in it, because I know if I get in it, my ass gonna be up again all fucking night, man. Because she like me. She real comfortable. They all comfortable. They come in here. Just like Prince came in here. Well, you know who Prince mentioned to me that he wanted to also talk to me, that he was concerned about? Sheila E. He did get to mention her. I seen Prince daddy with him. And I seen his uncle, his mother. So see, Prince don't have. It's sad. Prince Harry does so much for veterans. Oh, I didn't know that. Prince don't have the same drama that Michael is going through because his mother and father are not on this side. They have moved over to the other side. So Prince doesn't have the drama and people around his parents with the conflict. Now Prince, him and his daddy don't get along. They arguing over there. They argue over here when Prince wanted to get pussy in that basement when he was a damn young teen and shit, and his daddy put him out when he was about 12 or 13 years old. They argued then, and the daddy had some jealousy and competition with Prince. And Prince kind of knew that. And the daddy could be kind of treacherous, like they didn't get along. You know, it's some still unresolved shit with them over there. But I see Prince be around his dad and be around his mama. Because I think his daddy got that way back ass hairline. Correct me, am I wrong, if that's the right one I see, Prince daddy. The mother, he doesn't have any drama. Prince don't have no drama with his mother. But they are around each other. And then I think he got some Italian relatives as well as the African relatives. May look like somebody else of another descent. It's not just black and Italian. I had to sage my home today in some light working candles and steeped in the doorway. Babe, I'm going to have to throw all kind of motherfucking salt up in here because you ain't going to believe the guesses. Not guess. Guesses that I got over here that been over here with me all night long. But you know what? He have not caused me no problem. Said despite it all, Prince still love his parents. He do. He with his dad. Now his daddy, you see what I'm saying? His daddy like to say a lot of slick shit to provoke a motherfucker to do something to him. But see, Prince is balanced and he already know because his ass is two-faced because he's a damn Gemini, that black and white shit. So he kind of know how to deal with his daddy and a lot of things. Cause Prince he gonna do what the fuck he wanna do. That's why a Gemini mind. You have to understand they mind. Cause you be talking to one person, then this fucker flip and turn into another damn person. They two people. That's what a Gemini is. So he really, you know, he already know it just is what it is. Your ass didn't even change on the other side. The daddy ain't changed too much and repented of a lot of shit. He holding shit because he wanted to be Prince. He wanted to be a superstar and be on top like Prince. He still hold that against Prince, and that's his baby. So, but he cool. It's not a big deal. He really don't want to talk about that. Prince want to talk to me about some other shit that going on about now. Y'all knows as hell. You knows as fuck. That's what you do. So y'all tell me now, because maybe I heard it wrong, because we didn't talk a long time. I'm going to tell him to come back when I get this through. Okay. He said something about his talk with Jay-Z and some agreement that they had. And then, now that he done left his body, he said something done flipped and Prince is not happy with the way something is going with this title thing. I think, is that where he at with title? Am I wrong? Prince was also impaired. Oh, baby. Prince still wide open. He wide open, man. You know a lot of these people had to be psychic because they come over here. They walk in my house. Okay. When you walk in my house, you can go through the foyer to the left and go to the right. Prince didn't get lost. He didn't come in and say, oh, is it this way, this way. He know how to cut and come right in here and stand in my face. And he was real smooth. He didn't talk loud. He didn't rate. I see why them women liked it, this motherfucking ass. Oh my God, you're not going to believe what I just found. Carrie, what did you find? Most Geminis really? See, now I believe that shit about my daddy. Because now I'm seeing this, and the way I see and hear him, and the kind of shit he talk. I'm like, okay, he know. What you find, Carrie? How can you tell when spirits in your brain? Because you feel it. If you cannot see, some people are different. I think it's clairaudient. Audio mean you hear them. Clairessent mean you feel them. And clairvoyant, you see. Some people have a little. I have all. So the climate will change. I'll get very cold. I'll be very hot. Now, yes, you can tell me your spirit. Yes, because the climate in your house change. Shit might make noise. Some shit just clicked in the living room now. On the damn computer. AZ. And she's clutching a serpent. Say, what? What the fuck? So there's a 400-year-old painter, Queen Elizabeth. What? And she clutching a serpent? Oh my God. She's the serpent queen. She's a serpent queen. Those things are so big. They're dragons too. That's the whole reptile family. They bow to the queen. She has dominion over them because she is the serpent queen. And she has a lot of power. And she's a heavy magician. Now, she would show up in the deck as the high priestess. But at the same time, I would also call her the Mercury, the magician. And you know, the magician card also represents the Gemini and Mercury. The reason why, because the high priestess is powerful. She knows she's powerful, but she's passive. The queen is not passive. She's very mannish and aggressive. That's why, to me, she is. And she takes a lot of action. She can enforce. That's what I just said. So you're saying, no, she's a reptilian. I just said that the reptile beings are on her and the serpents. The snakes are also part of the reptile family. The dragon. That's what she is. In a female body. She is also the magician because she also is very masculine. She's very aggressive. She can shut your ass down with... She can change your motherfucking life overnight, baby, with a pen to a piece of goddamn paper. That's some masculine shit. As well as she's in a feminine body. And reptiles and snakes, the serpent energy is very cold, very calculating. It's a predator and it's very aggressive. That's how she is to me. But we can agree to disagree, darling. Yes, she is. She is, and she also got black blood in her. So this bitch is niggerish, but white at the same goddamn time with titties. You know, they had black folks in that family. They had the black queen, a couple of black queens in that family before Megan. She picked her, she deliberately picked a mulatto. Someone that was half black. For a reason. There were a lot of white women and blonde hair, blue eyes that were lined up to be with him to get in that throne. But she wanted, the queen picked that. She said, okay, there's 400. I would love to see that, Carrie. The queen ain't nothing motherfucking funny and don't nothing move but the motherfucking money. And it don't move unless the queen say so. They have to ask permission for who pussy they can get in. And who dick they slanging and banging, baby. They don't go on without the queen. And then, okay, you know what y'all need to watch? The queen is the most powerful and the richest woman in the world, but they're saying she's under the Pope. Her power is shielded by powerful men, and that's a military family. So if y'all don't get it fucked up, don't get it twisted now. Don't think there's some old bitch that walks soft and grin. That motherfucker can point you out today and have your ass in the morgue tonight. Baby, don't get it twisted. That bitch ain't nothing to motherfucking play with. That bitch don't want nowadays. That's why I'm really not gonna get too deep in that shit. I don't really want, I'll let it die in private and shit. Cause I don't. Now, they say she using Megan to draw the English black folks in. We'll see what happened. Because my readings are so much deeper and those beings will walk through my door, through my patio, fucking glass door, through the wall and shit. I don't want to do that reading. Y'all do the reading on Lady Di. And you tell me what the fuck come up. Because when I seen that wedding, that let me know that I was going to watch what the fuck I say. Definitely in public. Because when I seen that, and when Megan up there grinning, walking in that church and Harry and they standing up there, and I looked up there on that wall, I said, how much it? I ain't got a motherfucker. There won't be no reading on my end on the shit, not from what the fuck I saw. I will tell you this. Don't type nothing in there to ask me no more. Have I, or will I, or am I doing Lady Di? Cause it's no. It's fuck no. I want y'all to watch what happens now. With the economy, with dorms with the weather and with black people. Now that you have a half black woman over there. Because if y'all think that was done to bring peace, love, and Afro Greece, you got it fucked up. It wasn't for that. It looked like that, but it wasn't for that. It wasn't for that. I'm going to leave that alone. Now, who else I seen? Prin. It's another one. Okay, XX Tentacion. I will briefly touch that, but I didn't have enough time to do that. Because, Michael, we been in here jamming and dancing and shit. I'm like, Mike, you got to teach me how to do that spin. So I've been chilling with Michael because he was in a kind of he was different today. I'm going to tell you about that. With XXX, I looked at his videos and he kept mentioning, he said if he was sacrificed, Drake did it. And that, y'all look at Drake. I don't know. I know that I'm just going to briefly tell you what I saw. And then I'm going to get off of it. Okay. He was sacrificed. Now, they got 3 young men in custody that they said had something to do with shooting him. And they said he was shot in the neck. And he had, I think, a Louis Vuitton bag that had a lot of money in it. He was at the motorcycle shop to buy a motorcycle. And they stole the bag of money. And then the boy, they got arrested. The main shooter bragged that he leave niggas stiff. And that he was counting all this money. Bragging that he did it. Okay. That was a hit. Them 3 that you saw there, that you think did that, they were sent out to do that. But there was something else behind it. And I'm also saying, said what? He beat what? Oh, baby, I know about that. Tell me he beat that girl ass. Said he beat the sleep. I heard a phone call of them when she had him locked up. And he had one of his friends on the phone, and he said, I want you to take this stuff down off social media you said about me, and that you have really tried to fuck my life up. And she said, wow, but you fucked my eye up. She said they done gave about $30-some thousand now to get her eye fixed. And she said, so you did this to me. And then you hear them going back and forth like little high school children. It was very young, very immature relationship. And then she tells him that she fucked at another nigga after they broke up and he jumped on her. And he said, you did what? You know, but he trying to keep the shit. He trying to keep his voice level because he being taped. The nigga on tape. So I'm jealous as hell. His death date is 6/5/2009. Time Michael baby be mine. You know what I want to say to you. I could be wrong, but Michael ain't no punk. See, Michael done had some pussy. I don't care what nobody say, cause the way Michael was with me. You know that? I just don't want to hurt anybody. And you know, Michael got bass in his voice. Michael just talked it like that. Michael don't talk like that all the motherfucking time. Now, I don't know him personally. I don't know who know him that can confirm what the fuck I'm saying. I don't believe I'm lying because he don't talk like that in here. He talks like that. He controlled with this shit. He can be real control and level and keep his voice low. But Michael don't always talk real soft. And Michael is not feminine. Like I did not pick up when he was in here that he was a gay. Michael is a man. He came off on me like he was a man. So if you want Michael to hit that, oh, maybe you need to start talking to Michael. Tell Michael to come over there and start singing and dancing. Cause I was trying to sing. He said, no. Look. Cause I was watching him dance on, he was dancing on Smooth Criminal. And he was dancing on Thriller. And I said, damn, Michael, the way you just move your hip like your ass a snake, like you ain't got no fucking bone. And I tried to spin. I said, see, Mike, I'm a little stiff. He said, no. All you got to do is forget about the fact that you're moving and just flow. Let go of your expectation. Trying to get this perfect. What is it going to look like? Just relax. And just get into the energy of the spin. And just spin. I said, for real, Michael? So just switch my ass. No, I'm not going to spin like you. He's talking about, no, you got to practice every day. But it'll be more relaxed. So I did it. And I said, Mike, I did it, Mike. I just forgot that I had bones. I just switched my ass around. He said, that's what I'm saying. It is power. Remember that little boy on the Matrix when Neo went to see the mother, the oracle, and the little boy, the little bald head boy in there was bending the spoons with his mind. And he said, Neo asked him, how you do that? And he said, the main thing you have to remember, there is no spoon. And once you get past thinking, okay, this piece of metal is in my hand and I got to make the metal bend with my willpower, my energy, and it don't bend. He said, forget there is no spoon. Everything just is. You use the energy of your mind and then the spoon bent for Neo. Because it's kind of like what he was trying to say to me, the metaphysics of it, the energy of it. And that's the same way when you doing your body. Yes, the chi. That's what Michael was saying, his energy. Michael would ground himself, and I never heard him say it. I can't prove it, but I can just see it. He would align his energy coming down from the universe, and it moves through him, and he'd ground himself. And he would lock into, like, everything outside of me and around me isn't there. And he just taps it. You know, it just came to me when he said, keep on with the force. Don't stop. Don't stop till you get enough. That Michael will get into that force. That's the only thing that exists. When he's dancing, performing, he aligns himself with the force. And he just becomes one with the force. That's kind of like, I'll try to explain what he said, why he becomes fluid. And then, of course, because he practiced every day. And he wanted to be the best and to impress his father. And his father wanted them to be the best. Although he was abusive, he wanted them to be the best. So they, every day. Oh, be the best, be the best, be the best. And then he wanted to be the best. So I'm saying, wow, I'm just looking at him and and he's standing there watching me as I'm just playing the videos and I'm dancing. So who else? There's one. So that's what I will say quickly about Tentacion. You know what? My heart goes out to that young man because when I listen to him, you can tell he's fucked up in the head. That boy ain't got them all and he was on that shit. I don't know if he was on just pills. I know he was drinking, but you could tell that boy mind fucked up. He was very depressed. He was very conflicted. And that boy, I will say, he was demon possessed. I thought he was the most beautiful young man. Very, very handsome. He has a very exotic look to him. And I think he has some mixtures in him. Although they were saying he's black, he doesn't look just black to me. He's exotic to me. He was a beautiful face, beautiful features. And you could tell he was a sweet young man. Thank you, Nana, ya. I don't want to mess the name up, so I ain't gonna say the last part. You're gonna have to do me like they do. You know I'm real ghetto. You're gonna have to break it down like I'm about 5 or 6. Separate the names so I can say it right. You know what I'm saying? If you do me, baby can read, baby. Sometimes I need you to get on that level with my ass. You know what I'm saying? Cause I will fuck this shit up and I don't want to be disrespectful. That boy was so hurt inside and fucked up and conflicted. And you know what I seen? Hi, Ranu. Hey, Edsel. He was full of demons. That boy was demonically possessed. I could hear that demon growling, but he tried to tame that demon on that Chang Yang phone. Cause he was saying, he mentioned a few times, he said, we being taped. You know we being taped. And the girl said, okay, well, I'm going to erase it on Twitter for you. I'm going to say that you didn't beat me. And I ain't going to pursue the charges. You know if I don't show up, they going to drop it. And then Tentacion said, but why you got to do that? Just say I ain't do the shit. Get it dropped. Why you set me up to ruin my life? And then she gonna sit there and tell that man, oh, Michael had that Virgo. That's right. He got that Virgo energy. They're good at harnessing their sexual energy. Yeah, he just wasn't no dirty Virgo though. See, that's the difference. But Michael was a brilliant motherfucker though. Because you see how he came in here and fucked it with me all this damn time. And I kept saying, go, Michael. I'm not finna say what you want me to say. He said, yes, you going to say. No, I'm not, Michael, stop it. No. He messy. Michael got a diabolical ass mind. And Michael will sit down and strategize on that ass. He will critique that ass and study your ass while he up there telling like a child, and you think his ass is like a child. This motherfucker is devious with a diabolical, brilliant ass mind. Hey, Ranu, that will get your ass if he can't get you this way. And you think you done blocked his ass. Michael will come at you by, he done plotted out the second way, the third way, the fourth way on that ass. Because he did it to me. And I'm keep saying, I'm not touching this. I'm not fucking with this. And he's... Okay. He said, okay, I thought he'd let it go. He went back and set my ass up. And got me from another angle. And then said, you know, I talked to your father. You did what, Michael? He knew then. That's all you had to say. And then I'm... God damn it, Michael, what else is it? What he say? Well... Oh, it's like that. So it's a some tit for tat shit. You gonna make me do this? Well, I'll tell you, but he didn't get all into it. So his Gary in there, boy, that's what y'all do. So when Michael all had to do was say that because he know they were gonna get me. And then I said, well, you know, you always shouted him out anyway. So you always loved him, and you loved him since you were a little boy. So I got to do it. I feel I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go on. I'm gonna fuck with it. I said I was through about a week or so ago. Now you see his ass, and he that's it. He calculated. He's calculating. My son is a damn Virgo. That's what they constantly plotting when they don't tell you. Oh well, you know they get quiet. Watch them when they get quiet. Cause that's what he did. Michael's brilliant. I really have a lot of respect for him now. Seeing him actually working very closely with him. He's a beautiful soul. A beautiful man. And when I looked at Tentacion, I saw that boy was troubled. Real messed up. Very kind, soft soul. But the boy had been real hurt. He felt very hurt and abused and abandoned. And there was something about the mother, something about Tentacion, hey April baby, Tentacion that was very hurt by his mother. He kept saying things about his mother. And they were saying that when he was 12 or some shit like that, that the mama had some nigga over there and he was whooping the mama ass, and Tentacion went in there and started stabbing the nigga. Because he would love his mother. And I heard an interview where he said, you know, my mother have done some things to hurt me. He said, but you know what? I'll rather die for my mama. I ain't going to even get into that. I love my mama. He said, I'll do anything for my mama. And he didn't get into nothing. He loved his mother. But you could tell he was still very hurt about some things that went on between him and his mother. But you could hear the girl when that boy was in jail and she had locked him up for whooping her ass and busting her in the eye. Then she gonna tell that man that she had fucked at a nigga when he said, how many times? I think she said something about 4 or 5. And he said, that's all you heard him say, See, I heard that demon underneath growling then. Like, bitch, I'm gonna bust the other eye when I get out. And it's like she was provoking him. Joe Jackson is on his deathbed. Yeah, well, because I did a reading. And I said Joe was sick. It's look at the reading that says Janet Jackson / Ebola. 2018, and I was called a liar on Facebook Live when I said that man was sick, because Michael had said it to me, but I didn't have no proof because there was nothing in public to prove what I said. So I bagged down, because if you say you know this man and this man is well, I don't know the man. I can't get on the phone and call him. I just had to talk to Jesus on the main line, and I talked to Michael, and that's what the spirits came in here and said. So I stood by it. I didn't argue, because that's all I had was what was coming to me spiritually. And I had looked in his body systems, and one thing I said, because I didn't want to say it all, he had problems with his bones. He had problems standing and walking, problems with the hips, problems with the joint, and I saw blood. I said in that reading, if you look at the Janet Jackson / Ebola 2018 reading, I said I saw blood pooling in the middle, his midsection of the body, around the hips and pelvis. Blood. We'll get into that in a minute, and I ain't say nothing else, because I really didn't want to see what I saw. Because when I was talking about blood in the midsection, what is in the midsection on the top is intestine, guts. And I saw this last night. I saw this today. When I look at the digestive system, Lord have mercy. Anyway, let me finish this. What are you saying? That's how he ended up with the catalog. They thought he was doing it. They thought that man, thought Michael was singing. Talk like a girl. That motherfucker strategizing on that ass and they couldn't take it. No, Carrie. It's not a bleeding ulcer. It sores in the intestine. From what the spirit showed to me, something is wrong with the intestine. It looks like there are knots, lumps. Some of them, they're hot. It's hot. And the blood is hot. In his body, the blood is poison. And the blood is circulating this all through the body. Yes, it looks like polyps, and some of them are open and they're leaking. I saw parasites coming out of some of these knots. I saw his insides are deteriorating. The blood is poison. The bottom guts are hanging. They're heavy in the inside and they're full of fever. And it's blood. And the intestines look like they're rotting. That's what I saw. And it's moving in the blood throughout the digestive system. I looked at the central nervous system and I saw the same type of parasites in the central nervous system and in the spine and in the brain. And one eye looks off. And I look in the mouth, there's even inflammation in the gums and the teeth are missing. When I look towards the back of his mouth, you can see the disease process affecting the mouth. Now, let me say allegedly, because I don't know. That's what is I don't see it's just in the pancreas, Alicia, because I had seen the pancreas is almost consumed. I didn't see this just in the pancreas, and I don't know if you know, but the pancreas is also a part of the digestive system, which is the guts, and the pancreas is close to the liver and the gallbladder. Really, Devin, it's such a blessing to have it, but it's also a curse. So, Alicia, do you know anything else? because I could be wrong. So I will say allegedly. They keep showing me the intestine and the inside of them. Towards the bottom there, it is also down there, and it just looks inflamed to me. But the lady, I think Alicia just said, it's just the pancreas. It's just in the pancreas. Because what I am telling you, it has moved around through the blood. And I am looking at the central nervous system. I'm looking at the spinal cord. I'm looking at the brain. I'm looking at some of the sensory skills, the thinking, the memory, the speech. The eye. So I'm waiting. I don't know if she knows, or I'll see if she responds. Does she know if it's just the pancreas? Because the spirits keep telling me the blood is moving this around. And that's what you would call metastasis. It is metastasized. It is moving from one place, one body part, one organ to the other. Allegedly. I sat here till about 3, 4 this morning, and then I got a little bit of sleep. Let me tell you what happened to me. I was making some tea, and then I got a visit from some spirits. All I can say to you is this, because I have never seen this before. I'm going to show you how this thing looks to me. This is how it looks, like that. And it's all fucking white like that. I ain't never seen no shit like this before in my life. I'm trying to get me some tea, and this being walk in. It got 2 legs. It's built like a human, but it's fucking white as a ghost, like Casper. It looks like Casper, except it is shaped like a human, and the eyes is black as hell. I didn't see no white in it. It's totally black, and the mouth was black. It sound like that shit that I seen on a horror movie, and it started talking to me. And this is what it said. This is where I'm getting this from. That's why I say allegedly. Hi, Terry, Pinky, Paulin. It said that they were going inside of his cells. They were moving, and that they do this every day. And they've been doing it for a few years. They go into Joe Jackson's aura. They go around the body. His insulin levels are off. The pancreas also affects your insulin level. Yeah, everything's off. The metabolism, the electrolytes. This being that came here looking like Casper said that there is something demonic attached to Joe Jackson's illness. He said they line up with the aura, with all of the meridians. They go into the arteries and the veins, as well as the central nervous system, and they drain, suck, vampire, take all the life force out of all of his organs. They said they do this every day, and that they are killing him. Allegedly. This is what the spirit said to me. And I looked at it, and I saw, like I was in his room, or in his house. Wherever he is, it's like this room. And I saw all of these people in the room, male, female. I even saw some younger people. Some of them look like children. And they look like they were maybe different nationalities or something. I don't know who these people are. But the spirit let me see. I'm getting cold and I'm shaking. No, I cannot. Hold on. Let me close that. I saw them in there, and this being was looking, and he was smiling. He saw them in there too. And then there were some more of these beings that looked like this Casper being I just showed you. Oh God, please. Not now. Okay. And they, Alicia, why are you doing the eye? Don't stop your crazy ass, Alicia. Now, Alicia, do you know anything else? Did you hear anywhere else? Was it just the pancreas, sweetheart? Or did they say anything else about another organ that Joe Jackson's dealing with besides the pancreas? So the being showed me there were some more of these other beings, like smaller ones. Okay, says, well, where is the organ? Cause you child, I got to get the VP Church in the ATL, child. We need the bag up. And said that the smaller demons were around him too, watching him and helping to back up, feeding off of Joe Jackson. There was something very demonic about this illness. So I'm looking, and he said, draw me. I'm going to show you what I look like. So I said, okay. And I got the pen, and I started trying to draw him. He said, no, my eyes are black. And Joe Jackson has lupus? I thought he was a diabetic. So he's not. So does he is he a diabetic and he has lupus, or what? Because I don't know. And when I drew the eyes like he asked me to, and then he said, take red, go like blood, draw the blood red around the eye. So I said, let me find some crayons, and I found some crayons, kind of like art and coloring books and shit. So I started drawing he said, like that. And as I was drawing, I said, like around, he said, yeah, like that. That's how I look. That's how I like that blood around my eye when I'm sucking the soul out of somebody. And I said, wait a minute. Okay, I've seen black shadow people. Yeah, I know he's a diabetic, Alicia, but you're saying he also has lupus? Like, where did you see this? I had no idea. See, now my house is cold. I'm cold. My body's shaking because I'm cold. When somebody asks me about how do you know they're there and the climate changes, it literally feels like winter time. Right now in my house, it's like this chill is coming around here. It literally like I feel snow. Like snow is in here on my fucking wall and floor. That's how it feels right now. I'm cold as fuck. And I started asking because he was standing there really close to me. And this is like the weirdest thing, because I know I saw some shit like this in a horror movie. And you know how that mask, like you see going on that, but it's a black mask, and I think it's black with the white mouth and the white eyes, and it's just like that. And he got that knife. This thing's face looked just like that, except the face is white and the eyes are black. See, we're dealing with the dualities here, the black and white. And the demon, then when I asked, Michael had lupus, really don't know about, yeah, I didn't know that either, but it's, you know, I don't know everything. So she probably saw something we don't know. And I'm saying, well, who is your people? Are you an ET? Or who are you related to? Like, which beings are you related to? Because I've never seen a white being like that with a body, a human-shaped body, and the black eyes and black mouth. And he said, I'm related to the black shadow people. Remember when I did the reading for Michael and Catherine like a week or so ago, and I had the black hat on for Smooth Criminal and also like Prince, because the black hat shadow man, y'all can Google him and see what I'm talking about, and you see all these people talking about him on YouTube, that he came and visited them when they go to sleep. That spirit will hide in a corner, and the shadows, and then paralyze them or beat them up or torture them, and they sleep and they cannot move. You can't speak. You just feel like you're being tased. And I've been through that before, and you can't scream either. When you try to open your mouth, nothing comes the fuck out. They said that's what he do. The black hat man with the black fedora that's real fucking sharp. He says, but I know Joe better calm the hell down fucking with you, because he know Michael over there singing and then. You know, Joe didn't bother me. It was these spirits, these beings. This is like a demonic type of being, but it looks like Casper. It said that it's over there collecting a debt. That's what it said, and that it does this to people when there's something demonic going on, and it's saying this collecting on a debt. That's what this being said, and I'm asking, well, who sent you? Who are your relatives? So he's like, the shadow people. So when I said, oh, the black ones, like with the black hat man, he said yes. So when I asked him who was his people and where are they from, he's like, I'm not an ET. So then this big black demon, he's all black. Wow, this being is all white. So you see in the checkerboard, or like the chessboard, black and white checkers. They're alternating. So these spirits are alternating on my ass, going back and forth from black to white, front to back, left to right. So I'm looking, hi William G. McCrary III, and this big demon comes in here, and it's totally as black as this thing back here. And I'm looking, and I'm getting cold. I'm feeling chill because I know the demon's in the house. So I'm looking at it, and it's wide. It kind of almost looks like a bull's body at the top with horns on the head, but the man's bottom body, like half animal, half beast, half human man. Michael took too much glutathione. He halted his production of melanin and high from his pituitary gland. It broke through his body. I was wondering about that too, that affect the skin. And I also know he had a bit of vitiligo because the way the dual spirits came in here. I've done a lot of readings. I have never seen high vibration demonic beings come in on me that are really, Joe has been diagnosed. Okay, baby, I didn't know that. Thank you. Some are totally fucking white, and the other side is totally fucking jet black. And then the white one said, well, the black one is my father. He said, that's who sent me, and that's who I'm rolling with, and that's who I'm doing this for. That's my family. The black one, that was the big demon that came in here. He said, we are family. We are related. And we work together. So these are my relatives. The black side and the black demon you see here, this is my daddy. And I do this on the orders of my daddy. So I'm looking at it and I said, who are you, daddy? And he said, let me say this is alleged because I don't want to repeat this to y'all. He said, I'm Satan. Now, peep this, because we're dealing with black and white duality. Because when Lucifer comes, this is another side of Satan. Lucifer is all white because Lucifer is the beautiful angel, the son of the morning, the singer, the minister of music, the illuminated one. Baby, everything has a flip side. Everything got two sides. Everybody got two sides. So I just met, he explained to me, I am Satan and I'm in all black. Lucifer is all white. But we are half of the whole. Who said, I go straight dark. Lucifer do light and dark shit. Okay. He said, I'm all about war. And I don't like humans. Because God liked them over me. We are older than them. We are wiser than you. We've been here longer than you. We know more than you. We have dominated the earth. And now God favors you and your body that is frail. That we all also know inside and out. We know your physiology, your anatomy and physiology front to back. We can make your ass and we can break your ass down at any moment. So I don't care for you humans. Now some of you all I will deal with. If it benefits me. And if it helps me. But what I like to do is put humans, I like to play chess with them. He said, because a human will never beat me. A human will never outsmart me. And I know that in the end they're going to lose. And I'm always going to win. I hunt them. I don't like humans. He said, that's why I don't. Because they're frail in comparison to me. But God made them and favors them. So I'm thinking to myself, oh, why are you talking to me? Is you going to do something to my ass tonight? Because, hey. But I could sense that's not what he was here for. He said, you're reading Joe Jackson. And you want to know. You're looking at him. And I see you observing. And you want to know what the illness is. I'm here to tell you what it is. And I'm here to tell you where it is. And I'm here to tell you why it is. He said, I'm coming to collect on a debt. Allegedly. I don't know who the fuck am I. I'm just repeating what I think I heard the Spirit say. He's standing here and actually there are two. There's a big angel over there. So y'all, I am in the house with angels and demons. And then my little buddy that was here with R. Kelly came in here, tapped me and said hello. A damn midget. What is his name? He is like the jester. He has on black and red with that Joker hat on. That's hanging, flopping down like that with the bells on the fucking end and them turned up ass genie shoes. So he got on his fucking black and white jumpsuit trim, black and red trimmed in white with the red genie shoes and the red and the black like the court jester thing. He's the Joker. He's the jinn. He played tricks on humans and then laugh. Set your ass up and laugh once he watch you get lured away because of your own ignorance, weakness, and lust. Okay? So he taps me on the leg. And I said, while I'm looking at the big black, while Satan is standing here. And he said, hey. I said, hey. And he said, you remember? I said, of course I remember your motherfucking slick ass. I don't know if y'all ever seen them movies where them demons, they get to laughing. They do that over here. They think that shit funny as fuck because they don't like humans. So he giggling, tapping me. I see you. I see your ass, you know, because I know y'all up to some funny shit that y'all think is funny. That my eyes is bucked, and it's about 3 in the morning, and it's usually when they come out. That's when they really start getting down. That's the witching hour, the demonic hour. So I said, well, let me just get me some goddamn tea because you ain't gotta leave. I ain't scared. I want to hear what the fuck y'all gotta say. Satan said he got time. He want to be here a minute. What you said, baby? Alicia, Joe Jackson sold his soul and made his sons do the same. He let men in the industry okay. Satan said he had time. So I'm gonna make time. Cause your ass wanna talk to me. And you ain't have to talk to me. So he said, let me tell you a story. I started looking at the cells, and I looked at Joe Jackson's cells. This motherfucker here, let me show you. You know how they do. They like to draw shit. Or they like me to draw and explain. I go through my old book. So y'all can see I'm not lying. That's what be taking me so long. Because when I do a reading, I don't just sit there and do it because they'll tell me, I need you to look at this. I need you to look at that. Okay? So, what they took me to first, I went to the beginning where they wanted me to deal with the periodic table, the elements. They took me into the elements of his cell and they started to break them down. Now this is how cold this motherfucker is. We deal with, he said, well, for you to understand what I want to tell you, let's go open your book and let's start. Before we get to the big organs, let's start. This motherfucker is very scientific. He knows, like I just said, he said, he knows science, he knows anatomy and physiology. Anything that you want to know about a human, he also said he worked with doctors. He said he know. So he wanted to start me at the cellular level. So the deepest part of the subconscious is opening around that time, and the soul is caught between both realms. Yes, he took me into basic chemistry, and we dealt with 12 of the 24 elements of the body, which are these: hydrogen, oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, phosphorus, sulfur, potassium, sodium, iron, calcium, cobalt, and magnesium. Let me tell you what he did. He took each of these elements of the body, and we started with hydrogen. And he told me with Joe Jackson's cell what he did to each element in the body. When we started dealing with hydrogen, he said he melted that element, and it looks clotted and sticky like a Laffy Taffy. Now, I had to ask my friend who has a PhD in physics, because I know that excuse me, he knows things I don't. I'm trying to deal with this cold. And he said that's what I'm dealing right now. He said that would be mucus. And I said that would absolutely make sense, because cancer, HIV, herpes, those are viruses. AIDS, those are viruses. And whenever you notice they are present, they also come with a specific type of worm, a parasite. They cannot live in the body, and a disease cannot be held in the body without mucus. If you have a whole bunch of it blocking the body or a particular system or an organ, it's going to attract worms, and they'll burrow down and lay eggs in sacs and create colonies. And so he said that's what it sounds like he's trying to tell you when he's saying what he did changed. Like, let's say, I'm not sure, I have to go back and ask him more. I don't know if the hydrogen was in a gas form. He converted, Satan converted the form of the hydrogen. When we got to the element of oxygen, he said he suffocated. He took the oxygen out of the cell. Now, I don't know if you all know, when you have cancer in the body, the cells start to replicate very fast, and they replicate abnormally or malignantly because there's no oxygen. Cancer thrives, you can look up what I'm saying, in a very low oxygen environment. The Joker is the violator of Malborgia or Satan. I just said Satan was in here, and when Satan popped up all black, up with the demon that was all white, that's when that little one came in here, that damn midget, with them turned up genie shoes, with that damn hat on. Talking about, hey, remember me? He always you know what? When Lucifer came in here, when we were talking about Kanye Mama and R. Kelly, he was in all white. The midget was with him with the same black, red, and white on, when Lucifer was all white. Okay? So he didn't come as Lucifer last night. He came in all black as Satan. And when he came with Satan, the same one came with the same clothes on, and he was happy as hell. Just sitting here grinning while Satan was talking to me. Satan is breaking down anatomy and physiology. So we go into the cell, and now Satan is explaining to me. Now you all have to understand, for you all that think I'm crazy and think this is crazy, just go do your sign. Go read the Bible, because what I'm saying and how this angel was made. Satan is the minister of music. Baby, if you're going to deal with music, you have to deal with science, because rhythm is life and life is rhythm. And to deal with a note and a tone, you must deal with subatomic particles in quantum time, because you are dealing with sound waves and energy. And with every note, there's a tone and there's a frequency of the sound that is produced. And from the instrument, baby, that is science. You cannot have music without understanding, understanding, and overstanding the science of sound.
Okay? There is a vibration and sound that every cell has because every body has a frequency. Mine is different than yours. Yours different than mine and somebody else's. Okay? That is also the music of the body. Every cell, you just cannot hear it unless you have those psychic abilities. OMG, is this the old girl that had said the peanuts will make... Yes, I'm the one, Donovan. Peanuts and dick will make you slap somebody. Yeah, that's me. Alexis K. Tyler, vagina power in this bitch all day. Now, Lucifer had to explain this because these are very scientific beings. When you want to think that this is a devil with a pitchfork, tears, my soul have already been... Okay, Tyree, so you know that I'm not crazy then. Because you know the devil and Lucifer is a master thinker and calculator. Yes, indeed. And I'm here. Yes. Thank you, Donovan Davenport. So he knows science and math. Because to deal with the body, you also have to deal with math. Oh, Jesus, this my phone going dead. I cannot believe this goddamn shit I'm finna teach y'all. Right when I'm getting into the teaching of it and what this being said, Lord, I might have to, if I have to just put the charger in and you can't see me, if y'all want me to do that, I'll do that. Because I got to figure out how to tune the phone back, charge it up while it's charging and tell y'all. But see, I don't know how to, well, what I can try to do then. You ain't going to be able to see me the whole time. I'll try to adjust myself because this is very important, y'all. And I don't want to try to come back tomorrow and get into this. So I'm trying, Lord, my card on my phone is short and the phone will going dead. So you're probably not going to see me the whole time. If you want me to stay on here, or what I could do is just let it go out and come back tomorrow. Let the phone charge up and come back tomorrow. Oh, so you want me to keep the phone on? Hey, Demetrius. Okay. All right, then. What Lucifer said. Trying to see how to adjust it or sit back or something. Okay. Is this all right? I try to, but I got to look at the paper. Okay. What Lucifer said when he broke, I'm trying to tell y'all that Lucifer was very wise. He's very cunning. He's very intelligent. And the other side of him is Satan. So he didn't come as the white light bearer and all white. He came in all black. And he also knows the science of every human. And he knows what we're made of because they were made before us. So he is going into the elements of Joe Jackson's cell. And he is breaking down the cell. And he says, because I'm reading this to my friend who's a PhD in physics. And he is telling me, he said when it came to the carbon, okay, he done suffocated the oxygen. And as you all know, that study or go research it. When the oxygen is out of a cell, that's when the cancer grows in the cell, because the cell becomes malignant when there is no oxygen in it. Okay, y'all, I'll do the best I can and just hold, because we're going to do this ghetto shit. I got to, because my cord ain't long. So I can't put the cord in front of me. I got to hold it from the side. Okay. So my friend, that's a scientist, he said that would make sense. For the oxygen to be gone, that's what happens to the cell. It starts to grow malignantly and divide as cancerous. And tumors form. And, excuse me. When we got to the nitrogen, Satan said it looked like it was, the liquid was released. The cell cracked. So, you know, the cell has a membrane, and I think fat is also around the outside membrane to protect the cell. It said some of the cells in his body cracked open, so the nutrients from inside of the cell and the fluid began to leak out of the cell. I said, Rick, that's a fact, brother. No joke. My uncle was Joe Jackson's large brother. Wow. Okay. So um, the nitrogen said was leaking from the cell. Then he said the leaking of the fluids too, and the body was based on astronomy. Hi, Christina, and astrology, and it was based on his birthday. So there will also be numerology. When the leaking of the cell and the attacks to the body were occurring and affecting the elements, the natural elements of the body, and we only dealt with 12 of the elements that were affected in Joe Jackson's cell. And then Satan went to the phosphorus. He said the phosphorus separated, and it changed forms, and it was abnormal in the body, in the cell, and it was clotting. Then we go to the sulfur. It started to shift and turn black in the cell. Then what we deal with, the potassium. The potassium became deficient. So since I was trying to hurry and get it to you, and I didn't want to wait another day, I don't know all the organs that potassium affects, but his potassium was depleted. All these things started being depleted in the cell and damaging the cell, which once this starts happening at a subatomic level and starting at the cellular level, and I know, Tars, I was thinking the same thing. Then as it starts to create more cells, the cells start developing malignantly, filled with disease. And then it travels in the blood and moves into okay, he's here. He's touching my arm and my hand. The other beings are here. Ooh, I am feeling really funny. My whole body I feel like I'm kind of starting to come out of my body. I'm floating. Okay, because I'm only repeating what he gave me permission. I don't want to upset in the spirit, because I want to get... Oh, he's shape-shifting. Oh, God, he just turned into a dog. An aggressive dog. At that, it's a big one. No, I'm not. I'm not. I know. I don't feel sorry. He asked me, do I pity him? Okay, a little bit, but not, because he's getting angry with me because he thinks I'm feeling sorry for him. And I'm just trying to read what you said, but everybody else is getting sad. So I guess maybe that's what I'm getting, what I kind of started feeling, what they feel. Okay. You want me to say that? Okay. No, don't bind him, because that's how I'm getting what I'm telling y'all. He said, while y'all sitting up here feeling sorry, I don't want to say this. He said, while y'all sitting up there feeling sorry for him, well, why y'all don't feel sorry for all them girls he was fucking that he had got pregnant and left with babies that you don't know about, and some of them got rid of them. Is that what you wanted me to say? Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He said that this goes way back to when Joe was a young man, allegedly, if I'm hearing this correctly. And that Satan said, all he does, he said Joe was real hoish and he was a sex addict, and that he wanted fame and money and success because he was tired of being poor and broke and struggling and suffering. Oh, they're grabbing my hand. Oh my God, he looks like a jackal. It's a jackal's face, like with a dog mouth. I don't know what this is. And feet, they look like claws on the feet, like an animal. Now he's just shapeshifted. He said when Joe was young, he was tired. Oh, so it just went through my heart. And that Joe wanted success, and he was tired. He didn't want to spend his life poor and broke. And he wanted fame. He wanted fortune. He wanted sex, drugs, women, party, a lot of the fame, influence and power and recognition all over the world. And he spoke to these men, very powerful and influential, that control the industry. Is that what you want me to say? He's holding my hand with his hands look like animal paws. Here's Christina. No, they said it was alcohol and drugs. And they're saying Satan is saying Joe went to a meeting when he was young, and there was all these powerful and influential men there. And they told him, if you want to do this, and you want the power and the fame and fortune, and you want it for your children, we have no problem giving that to you, but you're going to have to do what we want you to do. And this being here, Satan, the dark side one, said that Joe owes him because he made the pact. And I see the symbol on the floor with the circle, the satanic symbol. There's a sex orgy. There was the ritual that he was involved in, and there were white women there too. And why do I have to say? I don't want to say this stuff. He said that Joe was involved, that he's a sex freak. He liked to do a lot of fucking. At least back then, he did a lot of fuck, like with anybody. I mean, but I see white women too, because I keep seeing this lady with blonde hair. And he had agreements with the Baphomet that in exchange for doing what the Baphomet told him, he would get all of these riches, because Satan said he played on his ego, his lust, his greed for fame and fortune, and the sexual addiction, and being able to fuck any woman in the world at any time. Yeah, right. Allegedly, that's what Satan is saying to me. And it's a group of them in here now. Joe has angels, but he also, because it's a real big one right here, but he wanted the lifestyle that the demons control and possess. And he showed me the house a long time ago where the brothers, they were young, and they was fucking girls in the house. Like, I don't know. That's what the demon said. They was fucking girls running in and out of the house. And the demon said that he had no problem with Joe fucking, but he said that he was fucking some ones that had family bloodlines, but some of these women look white to me, like a white girl, and said he was set up. These men knew when they made him take the oath and gave him the deal that they were also tricking him. They also knew after a period of time they were getting him caught up and trapped, and he was going to have to pay the price, but he was going to lose a lot of money, a lot of power, and he was going to lose his health. But they didn't tell Joe at the time. He didn't know. He thought this was going to ride out, and I can just renew it and ride it out again. And that's what ties into some of the girls, because they're showing me the boys was hoish when they was young, and they was real popular and just fucking, just doing shit boys do. And there was so many girls running in and out, and then Joe was looking at some of the girls that his sons was fucking, and some of the girls was looking at Joe. This is what Satan is saying to me, and that some of the girls was fucking the sons, but they really wanted to fuck Joe because some of them wanted to be singers. They wanted to be stars, and so they would not let the brother see it all and make a pass at Joe. But then Joe also seen some girls that he wanted to fuck. He liked young girls. He don't like no old bitch. He likes sexy young girls. And I seen that he said that Joe fucked it. Some of his sons, them girls, and got some of them pregnant, and said there's some children out here that you think them girls supposed to be with them his sons. He was fucking some of them sons, women, and they got babies, but he said they hidden. They are hidden. Either they are hidden in the entertainment energy and you don't know that they Joe Jackson children, or that they out here in the world hidden like my ass was hid. But it was a total different reason, okay? You might see him and you be like, he look like Michael. He look like Joe. That could be Joe. But I mean, he look like the Jacksons. I don't know which one did because he look like the Jack. Some of them I see got rid of them. I see from what that spirit showed me, he gave some of them money, so that like it was cash money, because that way you can't follow it and detect it with a check or a credit card or going in a bank account and saying because then he told some of them he was going to make them a star, and then oh my God, he's looking like a jackal right now. He said that's right. He's grinning. He done shapeshift. His head looks like a jackal, a black jackal. And he said, say it. I don't know about Mickey Howard's son now. I'm seeing other children that are not known. I'm seeing children that you would never suspect. And I'm telling you, these are not girlfriends that Joe, this Satan is saying right here, and he done shapeshifted, and he's got an animal head at the top. He's saying these children are hidden, but they are Joe's children. What he was fucking some of them sons, women's. Some of them got rid of them, and then he told them he was going to make them a star and do stuff for them. And they up there singing la 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 while they pulling their ass out and pulling their drawers down, thinking that letting that man, cause he had the power. He had the power to make you a star overnight. He telling them that while he digging in their ass, and then get up, shake his dick off and put his ass back in his drawers and be like, get the fuck out. Well, I'm gonna tell my son what? You think he gonna believe you over me? You a hoe. You fuck my son. I already know you done fucked a couple of them. Now you gonna come in here and fuck me. And you think they're gonna turn on you for what? What you think I'm gonna leave my wife for you? What you think I'm gonna make you my wife because you young and you sexy and then I'm finna throw Catherine ass out and bring your ass in and knowing you, my couple of my sons and the fucking yard man done went in your fucking mouth and jaw and ass and cheek and gums, bitch, get the fuck put out and come here, put out, get the fuck up out of here, bitch. He's that type, and they be like, but what about you this song? And what about you said you were gonna sing? Bitch, I don't know. Get the fuck out. I ain't saying. Bitch, I ain't saying no shit like that. What the fuck? You ain't saying no shit like that. Bitch, get like clown them. Now that his nuts ain't swole up and his dick ain't hard no more. Nah. Well, Randy and Jermaine got baby by the same women. He went there too. See what I'm talking about? See, I'm trying to tell you. See, this spirit right here said that the daddy was the ringleader of the shit. And that Michael was hurt and he was abused. And when the spirit was talking to me, Michael came in here and just leaned. He just leaned up on the wall. And one thing I noticed that was different about Michael today, Michael wasn't hiding and had that animal shit on. And them damn kangaroo masks and Peter Pan masks and shit on. Michael came as a man. Okay, look at the video. I'm going to tell you what Michael was wearing today. Michael was wearing black and red and white. He had that outfit on that he was wearing when they acquitted Michael of them child pornography charges. That's what Michael had on. So I know in Michael's mind, for some reason today, Michael felt some type of vindication and relief. And he said, I want to talk to my daddy. Michael be down here a lot. And he be down. Mickey Howard moved it. Look. Don't talk about Mickey Howard. And I don't know why you keep trying to talk about Mickey Howard. And Mickey Howard pussy. Don't talk about Mickey Howard now. Because I love Mickey Howard. And love on the new management and shit. Don't talk about Mickey. Nah. Let's not go there. Nah. Yes, Ricky. Mike is pissed at his daddy. And Michael keeps saying, I want to talk to my daddy. But he got to come over here. He should come over here because I'm over here. And I looked at Michael. I said, damn, you in real pimp mode today, ain't you, player? He had his shade and shit on with his suit on. Mike was sharp today. He said he got to come over here. I'm over here, I'm looking at it. He said, I be talking to my dad. I be around my dad all the time. Michael said, my daddy, I want to see him. He got to talk to me. And I'm over here waiting on him. He got to come over here. Cause he the reason why I'm over here. And I said, Michael, Tyrus, you know you going straight to hell tonight. You ain't have to say that. Going to hell. That was not appropriate. And I'm looking at Mike. And I said, okay, for real, Michael, I'm sorry. And he, yeah, Christina, he said he got to come over there. And he was saying he was still hurt and he want to ask his daddy some questions. And then that's when the serpent, Satan, came in here. And he started showing me that Michael was abused. And he was so special. He was tender-hearted. He was just a loving, just a creative, just a beautiful soul, beautiful child. And so were his brothers and his sisters. And there's some things that I'm not going to say. Satan ain't finna say some of that shit you said. Nah. But he said it. He said some abuse. That wasn't just physical, but I ain't going to get into that. And Michael is hurt, and some of the other children are also hurt about things they saw and things that happened to them that they're not discussing publicly, but they're dealing with private depression and drug use. It could be prescription drug use for depression, suicidal thoughts and tendency. Some of those children, some of Michael's brothers and sisters, that's what Satan said. He said he saw all of this. And Satan allowed him. Job was improper with his children. That's what Satan is saying. And he said the reason why he stepped in and he's done what he's doing to him is because he took these things too far. Yeah, he was jealous of him, and that was his child, just extra hate, you already know. And Michael suffered really bad, very young. And those are the things that made him the way he was, and damaged and off, and it affected the other children. When I looked at the reading tonight, I saw the Ten of Swords come up, and the World beside it, also the Death card, the Hangman card. But I saw right now the family is trying to come together, but there's a lot of conflict and turmoil. See, right now it done bust out. It's raining like hell right now. That shit's so loud, it sounds like it's about to bust the door. When Satan came in here about 2 or 3 this morning, it started thundering. And then when I got back up and got on this reading today, it started thundering again. And the lights started flashing. Now it's raining. This is the second time it done bust out raining. It's raining so hard, it actually sounds like the rain is in the house. It's some of this stuff I will not say, because I was already off the chain what I did say, but he made me start getting very angry and okay, it's kind of calming down now, the rain calming down. He started shape-shifting on me. He was very angry with me because he wanted me to say what he said. And Michael was standing right there. When he said it, Michael didn't flinch. He didn't open his mouth. When Satan went all into it, and why he done unleashed them demons around him, and he said, he owe me. That's what Satan said, he owe me. And I'm collecting. He said, and ain't nobody. Oh, he just grabbed my hand. It looked like a Black Panther paw that just grabbed my whole, the arm on my arm, and laid the paw on top of my hand. But it's half man and half beast. And he said, I've been doing this to him for a long time. This man been sick for a long time, but he must have hid it. I think people around him know, and they hid it. And he say, there was a surgeon at one time that was going to open him up and see could they cut it out or remove it. But I know when you said if it's in the pancreas, they don't do those, because most people don't survive pancreas. I love the rain, Johnny, especially if I'm here in a tin roof somewhere in the country and sleeping. Oh my God, the best sleep in the world. He said, because I see a white surgeon, so I don't know if they ever talked with a white doctor or a white surgeon to consider operating on Joe at one point. And Satan said this, it wasn't going to happen because of the way that I am draining him and what I am doing. This cannot be cured, and this cannot be removed through surgery. He said, I told the surgeons no. Now let me tell you something. I know this is true. Hello, beautiful Ishmael Bay. Y'all will be surprised, but I'm sure some of y'all psychic folks that's on here, y'all know what I'm talking about. You might have already run into it because I've run into it. What y'all don't know is a lot of these doctors are also psychic surgeons, and they are witches. Not all bad witches. Some of them are good, but they can see. They're psychic surgeons. They can see what's going on with people. They can see angels. They can see demons. They can read people, and they know what is to be operated on, what is not. They hear demons speaking to them and angels just like I do. They have your chart. They have everything about you. They got your birthday. They got your whole name. They can do an astrological chart on you and know and if you're spiritual or not and how to proceed with you. He said nobody was going to be allowed to do surgery on him. He said because if they got him on that table, now this was way back when he was stronger and healthier, and they were considering, somebody was wondering, could this be done? He says this to me, and when he said it to me, I looked at him. This is the words he used. He say, if they had put him on the operating table, split him open. Paris's daughter is a real sad girl on words. She might take her flight. I don't know what that means, take her flight. He said if they had split him open, I was going to rupture his organs and let him bleed out on the table. He said, and I would have killed the surgeon. I mean, this motherfucker raw. I'm looking and I said, so you told the surgeon, he said the surgeon, you're not going to find one. You were going to find the surgeon to operate on him because this illness is a result of a demonic curse based on a debt that has not been paid. So I am here to collect. My mouth dropped and I looked at him and the Spirit is saying this to me. Allegedly, this is what I heard. I couldn't believe it. I ain't never heard no shit like that in my life. And now I know why some surgeries don't go well. Or why some doctors tap out and say, I ain't touching that. Because you don't know what they know. You don't know what they hear. You don't know what the doctor's into. So I say, why? But like, why? What did I? Oh, this is what he said that I was confused. He say, Joe Jackson, he said, I'm going to do him just like I did Judas. I said, Judas Iscariot, women, the one, then I picked my Bible. I said, one that betrayed Christ or Yahshua, because there was no J, but I will go for that, Christ. He said, yes. He said, see, and I said, but why would you, out of all the people he could have used as a example, why would he say Judas? Now, I'm trying to think and put it together, and I said, okay, Jesus, there were 12 disciples, so he would be the 13th. So I know 13 is a very powerful, it's a feminine number, the witch's number, but it's also a number of sacrifice. So 13, that's a powerful Illuminati number. We're looking at 13. I said, is he talking about because of that at the Last Supper and Judas betrayed Jesus? Okay, I know Judas betrayed him, and I know they came to Judas and paid him and gave him some coins. Wait a minute. I said, Satan, wait a minute. Are you saying that Joe is a Judas? So he would have to have someone to betray. For you to say you picked that name out of all people, you said Judas. So that means there's something that connects Joe to some type of betrayal. So then Satan says to me, okay, let me tell you something. See, me and Jesus came to the earth, or Yahshua was down here, and Jesus was going to take over and bring in a new era and a new reign. I didn't like him down here because I was jealous of him. And it was too much competition, and he was going to overthrow me and what I had going on after God had said I could be down here. Then his son come down here with this shit, and now he trying to change shit and turn it around. So, I ain't want to kill him and send his ass back up there to his daddy. So this is what I did. I took him on the mountain. high up. And I told him, I am the king of the earth. I rule the earth. I'm the God of the earth. So anything you want, I'll hook you up. Houses, money, whatever, bitch, nigga, whatever you want, I give it to you. If just do one thing, bow down to me. He said, and Jesus wouldn't do it. So I set that ass up. Went possessed Judas. We put it together. Judas took the bribe. How I get him? Because I played on his weakness. That sound like God and Satan are working together. If Judas was punished, see, you picking up on it. You putting it together. Because see, I'm putting it together. And I said, wow, so sometimes y'all work together on shit? You know, so Jesus wasn't with it. Yahshua said, no, I'm not sucking your dick. I'm not getting on my knees for you, nigga, so it's whatever. He decided to set this nigga up then. The nigga had to go. It's him or me. Because we both couldn't have both of our shit on play. One of us had to pause. And if he had stayed, it was going to be me. I wouldn't have it. So I set that motherfucker up. So I'm listening. I'm not believing this shit he said, but it was a part of the plan anyway. I'm getting an education because I never got it broke down to me like that. So Saint says, so I went to Judas because I played on Judas's weaknesses and insecurity. I love you, Ishmael Bey. Thank you. So he said, then when he said, and I said, but you said you was going to do him like you did Judas. And I'm wondering, okay, so when he got out of Judas, Judas felt guilty and tried to get the money back. They wouldn't take the money. Judas went and hung himself. And I said, well, Joe ain't finna do that. But then, you know what came back to my mind? What I said to y'all in the Janet Jackson / Ebola 2018 reading, and that man was calling me a liar. I said, no, it's blood is pooling in the middle of the body, at the bottom, all around the waist. I was talking about blood in the guts. And then I say, no. You're talking about guts? And so I go to the Bible verses. Acts. Go to the book of Acts. You think I'm lying. And go look about Judas. When Judas hangs himself, I don't know if I remember, he falls or cuts himself down. Judas drops and busts open. When he busts open, they say the entrails fall out. What is entrails? The guts. Like the inside busts out on the ground. And I say, so is that what you're saying? That Joe Jackson has infection in the guts? That there is some type of disease process that has traveled to the guts? And he laughs. And that's when I'm literally having to think, because he's making me put the shit together. I have never dealt with this before. I've never dealt with that spirit before. But I let him stay here. Why? Because this fucker's brilliant. What he does, like he told me, he will take your fear, your ego, your weakness, your insecurity, your deepest, darkest secret and desire, and he will just take it, not tricking you. Now that I've talked to them, I see this thing totally different. Thank you, Devon. I see it different, because Satan don't bring you a whole idea and say, go shoot the person and make you do it, unless you a character flawed ass nigga to begin with. You see what I'm saying? He playing on your shit, which in essence makes him no different than Elegua, because Elegua is also a teacher, a tempter, and they also, one of the names I've heard for Elegua is El Diablo, which would be the devil. The devil is like a trickster. Elegua is a trickster, but they also say the same thing. Elegua is a teacher. So for y'all that know about the reachers, correct me if I'm wrong. Because Elegua will also play games. Like you'll ask for something and you'll pray for the shit, and then you it might not come right then, or some crazy shit will happen that seem fucked up. But then after you go through and learn the lesson, the shit you asked him for will come to you. But then it was some weakness or something he wanted you to see about your own shit to tighten and learn a lesson from. So the trick also has education and lesson to make you wise and to make you evolve. If you choose to see the shit saying, oh, the devil made me do it, and that ain't nothing but the devil, and I bind him, I didn't bind him in here. Because he was dropping too much shit. And then he made me, I'm saying, well, tell me, so what are you thinking? What are you saying? What about Judas? And why are you saying he's Judas? And I'm going to do to him what I did to him. Now that he did what I wanted him to do. And I tricked him and played on things he chose not to strengthen. So I exploited them. So now he went too far and he did some things with some young women and his children that I did not approve of. See, this is what y'all got to learn too. When people say the devil had them do this, the devil had them do that, and everything they do is about the devil, it's really not. Because sometimes people will do shit and say the devil told them to do some shit, and that was some shit you wanted to do any fucking way. So whatever else you was doing that he possessed you and got in you to do, or you made an agreement, yes, me too, Viola. And then you do that, and he said, okay, I'll let you do this, I'll let you do that. Then you go in there and take the shit somewhere else and then want to blame him. Or people get you involved in shit and saying, now take this oath and the devil, you got to do this for the devil for you to get somewhere. But then it's also other shit that the human full of ego will make you do and then say you got to do it, that the Satan ain't told them to make you do, because they flexing they ego and they power that they now exercise over you. So now you're doing extra things for this person that's making you jump through hoops and do particular rituals, and then you go out and do the same rituals, and then you're saying, well, that's a part of the agreement, and I can do what I want, I can use people, I can take advantage of you, I can have my wife, and I can leave these babies here, and I can abuse these children, I can fuck these different young bitches and these little girls and shit, and I'm gonna still have what I want. No, Satan didn't tell you. There might have been certain things he let you do and let you fuck certain people, but all of them though, especially if it's somebody that's gifted, that comes from that type of special bloodline, instead of you checking, you then violate that one, and you do not balance that out because you didn't even stop to check to see what the blood was on that, what the DNA was on that. And then on top of that, Michael, who still has problems with it. Because that's what Michael said today. He still is hurt by his father. He's down here. Michael then came back over here and he's dressed the way you dress for sacrifice. Black, yes, Ishmael. Black, red, and white. And as you can see, what I got on. Black and red. And I'm just letting him talk. He's never hung out with me like he did today, Michael. And then we're playing his songs and I'm dancing and talking. Michael didn't say much, but I could feel his energy change. And he was not playful and silly with the costumes. He was a grown man today. And he keeps saying, he keeps pointing, I need to talk to my father. He needs to come to me. I'm down here. I don't know what the fuck going on. But something going on in the earth and in the sky right now with astrology and the planets, because Michael is down here. And he's with his daddy. He's talking to his daddy. And there's a whole crew over here. There are light beings over here. There are dark beings over here. Satan with his crew. And this angel, I've never seen an angel look like this. This angel is so big. And it's snow white. It's not a demon. This thing is so pretty. I have never seen an angel that looks like this. I might have seen one in a movie. Oh, you got on the black and white hair. I bet you look so pretty. I got it on too. I got the black shoes. Red pants, black shirt, and then the white stones in the shirt. And the angel's been standing here for a while. The wings, it's a she, if she opens her wings, oh my God, they will go across the whole room. They're so big, and I can see the individual feathers. They're so big. It's so pretty. She's here. You know what? That's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm learning something every time I do a reading, because the angels and the demons are standing right here in the same room. They are not arguing. They are not fighting, which tells me something that you all need to know. Some of these angels and demons on certain level. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, hold. It's flipping. Let me see. Okay. It just flipped.